And welcome back to the Thunder Wolves pregame show. And joining me now for the first time, head coach Matt Hammer. Matt, how's it gone so far this year for you?
It's good. You know, we're excited about what we have and what we've done so far. You know, we didn't do ourselves any favors scheduling. You know, we 4 straight road games coming into this weekend, and they weren't just 4 road games. They were tough competition. You know, I think last we looked at the 4 teams we lost to are, you know, combined 20-7 on the year or something like that. You know, so they're tough environments and they were good teams. So it showed us a lot what we need to work on, and you know the biggest thing with us is just rebounding. You know, we have to for the most part we do pretty well in our defensive possessions, but we just don't finish those possessions out, and that's what's costing us games right now.
Well, I'm just following you so far kind of from afar. Did see the 1-ball game in the end of the first home game, which you made a great comeback there at the end to win it. Ball club is really good in spurts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really good.
Well, yeah, you know, we're a team that, you know, when we're playing with confidence, we got a lot of guys that can put the ball in the hole. You know, we got a lot of guys that can spread the floor, you know, shoot from the outside. And when the thing with us is getting stops, and when we can get stops and get out and run, you know, our transition is pretty tough because we got quite a few guys that can make plays. And for the most part, I think we're pretty unselfish. We just got to take care of the ball. You know, we have too many wasted possessions.
Yeah, I can remember my old days in high school at South. We always talk about the fast break, but you can't run a fast break if the ball's going in the hole. You got to stop somebody.
Yeah, it takes a while to get that ball out of the net every time, you know. So, you know, we're really talking to our guards about, you know, defensive possessions. You know, if your man's not crashing, you got to stick your nose in there and get those rebounds. And it's even better when those guards get the rebounds because they can just dribble bust and lead the break themselves. So, but we'll get there. You know, I like where we're at. We got some good high character kids, and you know they've had the first weekend they had some taste of winning, and now we've had a little taste of losing, and I know which one we prefer. You know, so we've got to come out and take care of business tonight.
You'll get some of the holdovers. Donovan Oldham, of course, and Jason Anderson give you a little bit of a base to work around. But you brought in some pretty good ball players. Yeah,
we did. We knew we were going to have to bring some guys in that we thought could play right away. You know, David Simmonsall, local kid, Pueblo West. You know, he brings toughness. He brings just a high fundamental type player. You know, I mean, he does the things right. He'll step in and take a charge. He'll, you know, for the most part, take care of the ball, and he can, you know, obviously shoot it. You know, and so him, you know, a guy like Brandon McGee, a senior transfer that's played at the Division I level. You know, he's got a different type of physicality to his game that we like. But big things with us, we just got to, you know, we got to take care of the ball. We got value, and we got to get a shot every time down.
Well, the one newcomer you brought in, a true newcomer, a true freshman, the kid out of Manual, Jaden Bowles. I mean, he's showed some flashes. He's one of those guys that you look down the line, if he can just stay at it, has a chance to be something really special.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, anytime you can find a long, athletic kid like him that can stretch the floor and shoot and guard multiple positions on the defensive end, you know, he does have a bright future, and he's a very humble, quiet kid, and you like that when you have a kid that's talented and has ability. The thing with him is, you know, like I told him the other day, you know, you're not a freshman anymore. You can't play like you're a freshman. You got to play with the confidence that we know you can. And like you said, he had a great start to the season. And you know, and it's you know, it's nothing new. You know, you're probably going to shoot better at home, and we got to find a way to. When the ball's not going in from the outside, you know, a guy like Jaden, we got to find other ways that we can help the team and find other ways to score, and that's going to be attacking the rim.
All right, let's talk about your opponent tonight, Adams State. Kind of a similar start to you guys, 2-4 on the year. They've played some high-quality people as well. They got a pretty new ball club, 9 or 10 new players, so very similar.
Yeah, very similar. You know, I'd say the biggest difference between us is, you know, we've got a little more size. You know, they have some lineups where they'll throw, the front line is 6'2", 6'4", 6'5", you know, so I mean, you know, we really have to try to control the glass, control the paint, and with the guys that we got being veterans like they are with Jason and Donovan and those guys, you know, I think hopefully we can come out and do that tonight.
Well, it's a long conference season, 22 games, but there is a sense of urgency. Hey, let's get to 1-0. It's a lot better than 0-1.
Absolutely, and we just talked about that right here after our pregame practice here. And you know, if there's any team in the country that should have a sense of urgency to themselves, it's us. You know, coming off 4 losses, you know, we got something to prove, and you know, it's we're tired of doing it lip service. We actually want to see some actions out on the floor and guys doing things that we're talking about and see if we can carry it over onto the floor.
All right, good luck tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Thunderbolts head coach Matt Hammer back with the starting lineups, opening tip-off. All comes your way next on Fox Sports Pueblo.
And welcome back to Alamosa as we get set for our coverage of the men's game. We once again thank Tommy Johnson and our surprise star of the game, Harmony Pettis, for coming up to join us. And the junior out of Colorado Springs, went to Liberty High School, transferred in here. Career high 11 points tonight for the Thunder Wolves. We'll have a complete women's wrap-up. We'll do that at halftime of the men's game there, and when we kind of do that for the old social media deal there. Kind of give you an update or the way the game went. So we'll have all those numbers for you a little bit later. Let's get you set for this ball game. Thunderwolves, we're going to see what they're going to go with here for the starting lineup here, because it was going to be a work in progress here, and it looks like he's going to go with Tyson Gilbert, 6'1" sophomore out of Highlands Ranch, one of the holdovers from a year ago. Also going to be Bryce Sanchez in the lineup, 6'5" junior out of Fort Lauderdale, Colorado. David Simmental in the starting lineup, the Pueblo West product, 6'2" sophomore. Donovan Oldham, 6'4" senior out of Colorado Springs, went to Rampart High. And Jason Anderson rounds out the starting five, 6'8" senior out of Doherty. We'll set the Adams State lineup as we go here. Ball's in the air. Thunderbolts control the tap. They're in their road blue, red numerals, white trim. Adams State in their home whites with the green numerals, some black trim mixed in. Thunderbolts moving it left to right as we look at it here. They go underneath to Anderson. Got caught underneath the hoop, and he stepped out of bounds. Kind of tripped there, stumbled as Simmental, a little hook pass inside. It was a little bit too far to the baseline. Jason did well to catch it, but by the time he caught it, he was too far underneath the hoop. Stepped out of bounds. So here's Adams State with the ball. 2-4 on the year. Here's Jawan Green. They've reloaded this year. Only 3 holdovers from last year's ball club. Here's a three-pointer in the corner by Crane. Hit the side of the backboard. No good, but it's stolen away and laid in by Ricky Norris. Speaking of one of the holdovers for the Grizzlies, 2-0. They lead it here early on. Here's Oldham. Up top to Gilbert. Gilbert onto the left side to Sanchez. And a whistle foul on the Thunder Wolves away from the ball. I think the foul is on Jason. Well, we talked about in the women's game, it's almost impossible to play in the post anymore. You get beat on all night long. Here's a steal by Sanchez, gets it into Oldham. We'll expand on that as the game goes on. Here's Oldham bringing it across the timeline. Donovan over to the left wing, up top to Sanchez. Sanchez is a junior out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Gives it off to Simmental. He drives into the paint, stops and pops from about 10 and hits. Simmental with his career high 24 in the last time out for the Thunderbolts. Gets the first bucket of the game here for the Pack. It's 2-2. Long three-pointer on the way, swish by Rylan O'Brien out of Tucson, Arizona. True freshman. Makes it 5-2. Grizzlies on top. Here's Gilbert trapped outside. Gets rid of it to Sanchez. Into the corner to Oldham. Oldham lobs it down low to Anderson. Anderson with a mismatch. Goes up with the right-hand hook and lays it in. This is one of those matchups tonight where Jason Anderson, if he stay out of foul trouble, he should have his way. Should be a double-figure night easy here for him tonight. But I have said that sometimes in the past and it doesn't happen. But he has that ability to go off. Ball on the right side. O'Brien goes down low on the block. Turning, firing, and missing. And the rebound to Sanchez. Good defense there. Off the miss by Norris. Outlet pass to Simmental. Goes outside. Gilbert for 3. It's off the iron, no good. Rebound to Ricky Norris, senior out of Chicago. He brings it across the timeline. Stops, thought about popping. Goes onto the right side to Crane. Now on the left side to Jawan Green, senior out of Edgar, Louisiana. He drives in, offensive foul. He threw the elbow right into Simmental. So it'll be Thunderwolves ball. 5-4 our score. Adams State with the early lead here. Slight delay. Well, hopefully we don't go to the video like we did in the women's game for 10 minutes to determine if it was a shooting foul. Evidently looking at the book. Maybe we've got an error in the book. It could be a clerical error here. We'll see. Usually they take care of matters like that before the game, and once in a while you'll get a technical foul called. But now the officials are going to gather here, and we'll see if somebody's entered in the book wrong. That's my first guess here. When they go over and look at the scorebook to see how everything's in there, that's my first hint that we may be getting a technical on one of these teams for improper number in the official book. Now they go over to talk to the Thunderwolves bench. They're going to bring out head coach Matt Hammer, of course, for the Thunderwolves. And, you know, we got a jersey issue here. They've got one of the Thunderwolves. Well, I'm so far away, I'm not sure what the problem is here. And it is a technical foul on the Thunderwolves for a bad jersey, but I'm not sure who they put into number 32 here. Now, this is the first time I've seen the Thunderwolves play this year other than the game on the internet earlier this year, and that was from up top at Missouri, too. So I got to figure out who this is here. So we'll find out who it is. Normally, you should know who the home team is, right? You can write it. Hey, I tell you what, if you can write down the guy's name, that'd be awesome. All right. It was 23, okay. All right, good. Well, that's Jaden Bowles, the freshman. No wonder I don't know him. The freshman out of Manual. And normally he's 23, but something was amiss with his jersey. They put him in 32. Here's a three-pointer in the corner, no good. So we'll get things straightened away. Thank you very much, by the way. Back the other way. Down on the block to Norris. Turns, goes up, shot partially blocked by Sanchez, and Gilbert cleans up the rebound. Gets the outlet pass ahead to Simmental. Simmental on the right wing, moves in, goes outside, now to Gilbert. Three-pointer on the way, off the iron, no good. And the rebound to Juwan Green for the Grizzlies. They lead it 6-4, 17 minutes to go here, first half. Drive to the hoop, kick it outside, faking the jumper, moving in O'Brien, into the corner to Green. Green, a little fancy dribbling there, now comes outside with it. Now onto the right side. This is Crane. Up top to Norris, onto the left wing, into the corner. Can't get the shot off here. This is Walczyk, the pride of Warsaw, Poland. Here is a palming call on Adams State. Well, you got to call it once a game, and there is our mandatory one palming call of the game, and it goes against Adams State. So Thunderwolves basketball. Brandon McGee into the game now for the Thunderwolves. Onto the right side to Gilbert. Gilbert dribbles around a screen up top to Oldham. Oldham left side to McGee. He works it to the free throw line, kicks it off right side. Gilbert fakes the three-pointer and walks the ball. Now that's a case where Tyson Gilbert, he's missed his first two three-point efforts of the game. He was wide open for three there, but since he missed the first two, he elected to try to drive it, and when he did, he shuffled the feet and turned it over. You got to have a short memory. Easy for me to say up here. Here's Walczyk. Drives in, running left-hander, good. The Polish flash makes it 8-4. Thunderwolves down by 4. Here's Oldham on the left side to Bowles. Now to Sanchez. Worked them all around the perimeter. Right side to McGee. McGee probing, drives into the paint, spins. Lost it, regains it, turns, goes up, forces it up, no good. Ball batted around in the lane and is picked up by Walczyk. Gets it ahead, now onto the right side to Green. Green drives baseline, back pass. Now to Walczyk. Onto the right side to Green. Green to Walczyk. He drives in, cut off there. That's got to be traveling, isn't it? Oh, they're going to call a foul on the Thunderwolves, evidently. Foul called on the young freshman, Jaden Bowles. So it's 15:33 to go here in the first half. We have our first media timeout of the game. Thunderwolves down 8-4 on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Alamosa. Adams State with the ball, leading it 8-4. They work the ball around the perimeter. 15 on the shot clock. Walczyk has the ball stripped away and stolen. Here is McGee, one man to beat. In from the right, layup good. McGee's first bucket of the game makes it 8-6. Back the other way come the Grizzlies. Quickly to the hoop. Green throws it out in the corner. Now they drive into the paint. Stopping, won't pop. Always looking to the perimeter. Here's Green driving the baseline. Goes in. Anderson might have blocked that, and the rebound to Gilbert. Gilbert across the timeline. He flashes down the lane. Shot blocked, but a foul. 2 shots upcoming for Tyson Gilbert. Gilbert got mugged there that time, but the foul came away from the block shot attempt, as it was a reach-in foul on the flyby on Denzel Jackson. So Gilbert to the free throw line. Tyson on the year, 72%, 13 out of 18. He misses the first. Thunderbolts as a team, 72%. They average 14 makes a game here in the first 6 games of the year. Thunderbolts 2-4 coming in tonight on a 4-game losing streak. Want to get off the schneid here tonight to start conference play. Adams State also 2-4. Lost 2 games last weekend. One of those rare back-to-back nights where you play the same team twice, because sometimes you get into scheduling difficulties. You can't find anybody to play, so you play the same team twice in a row, and that's what they did Montana State Billings last week and lost both of them. Second free throw good for Gilbert. It's 8-7. Thunderbolts down by 1. There's Walzik on the left side. Top, they work the ball around the perimeter. Logan Longo into the game now for Adams State. Here's a drive in from the right. Turnaround shot, no good, and the rebound snatched away by McGee off the miss by Apaya. Right side, driving to the hoop. Offensive foul called on the freshman, Jaden Bowles. So a tough start here for Jaden Bowles. He had a jersey issue, so they got whistled for a technical. They changed him from 23 to 32 because there was a problem with the jersey, evidently. And now he picks up his second foul. So the young freshman will have to come out of the ball game. Boy, he lit it up in that first game of the year at Masari Arena. Opened a lot of eyes that night. Here's a reach-in foul on the Thunderbolts on Tyson Gilbert. Walzak with a very interesting hairdo. He has the ball out top, comes left side. Driving in, now they go outside, faking, that's traveling, shuffling the feet on Nana Apia, junior out of Patterson, California. Play a little choppy right now. 8-7, packed down by 1, 14-10 to go here in the first half. Simmental back in the game now, hands it off to Gilbert, goes up top to Oldham. Donovan, now to McGee. McGee probing, goes left side, Chanches for 3, short. Long rebound belongs to the Grizzlies. Apia gets it ahead to Walshik. Walshik goes down low on the block. Bonnehout stole, and Sanchez had it, lost it, but it went off the arm of Ricky Norris. Head coach for the Grizzlies, of course, Russ Caton, local legend here in Alamosa. And a bad pass, but somehow Oldham able to steal it back for the Thunderwolves. Now up top to Gilbert. Swings it right side to Oldham. Donovan gives it off. Simmental drives in, stops, goes up, travel with the ball. Did I say it plays choppy? Yeah, very choppy right now. Inbounds pass to Arsenault. He's out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Ball on the left side to Longo. Longo feeds it around the perimeter, onto the right side to Arsenault. Now to the high post to Norris. He's going to back his way in. Oh, nice spin move. Shot blocked, though, by Sanchez. Ahead to Oldham. Oldham across the timeline on the right wing. Won't pop. Hands the ball off now to McGee. McGee to Gilbert. Thunderbolts with a very small lineup out there right now, but Adams State very small as well. That's the way they're constructed. Bad pass. Oldham threw it away. He was trying to get it to Simmental, but Simmental was cutting to the back door. That'll be all for Oldham. He's going to check out of the ball game. And that means Bendegaz Bonifert, the pride of Szeged, Hungary. I'm not sure if that's pronounced right. I might have to figure out that hometown there. I'm not real up yet on my Hungarian. We'll get there. It's a work in progress here early in the season. Norris on the left wing. Goes up top to Walshik. Now hands it off to O'Brien. He stops, just goes right into Simmenthal, missed it. Rebound to Sanchez. That should have been an offensive foul there. Put an elbow right on Simmenthal's chin. Here's a drive to the hoop, into the corner. Lost it, comes to Simmenthal. Up top to Gilbert. He's open, 3-ball on the way. Got it this time. Well, Tyson had missed a couple of 3 balls early in the game, but he was in rhythm that time, and he gives the Thunderbolts the lead, 10-8. 12 to go here in the first half. Ball underneath the Walczyk. He backs his way in. They double team him. He goes up with the left hand anyway and flips it in there. Good move by Walczyk. He has 4, ties the game up at 10 apiece. Back the other way, Simmenthal. He's cut off by Walczyk. Now on the left side to Sanchez. Sanchez gives it off to Bonifert. Onto the right side, Simmenthal fakes the 3. Goes up top to Sanchez. Onto the left side to Gilbert. Gilbert stops, goes to Sanchez. He's going to launch a long-range 3. Got it. Bryce Sanchez makes it 13-10. Thunderwolves by 3. Their biggest lead of the early going here. Here's Apia. Into the corner. Arsenault. Up top now to O'Brien. Onto the left side to Apia. Apia holds it there. He'll drive into the paint. That's going to be a bumping foul. And it will be on the Thunderwolves on Bonifert. We've got a timeout on the court. 11:16 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves lead at 13-10 on Fox Sports Pueblo. 13-10 our score. Thunderwolves on top. We welcome our listeners as always on AM1350 Fox Sports Pueblo, as well as our listeners here tonight in Alamosa on KSPK joining the broadcast. Grizzlies with the ball, down by 3. Ball onto the right side. O'Brien with it. They lob it across court. Left side to Crane. Drives baseline. Cut off there. Now they come out top with it. Arsenault with it. 5 on the shot clock. Starts a move. Steps back. Launches for 3. Off the back iron. No good. Sanchez gets the rebound for the Thunderbolts. Lost it and regains it. He's got long arms. Gets rid of it. Here is Simmenthal. Brings it to the left side. Into the corner. Sanchez open. 3-pointer in rhythm. Got it. Sanchez has 6, and it's 16-10. Thunderbolts lead by those 6. Here's Apia. Up top to Norris. Norris onto the right side to Arsenault. Arsenault down on the baseline to Crane. Spins, turns, and missed it. Rebound tapped, and Sanchez, man, he's a beast in there. Gets the rebound ahead to McGee. McGee, stop and go move. Comes outside. Sanchez, another one. Heat check. Missed it this time. And the rebound outside to Apia. Gets it across the timeline for the Grizzlies. Free throw line cut off there. Goes on to the right side. Now down to the baseline. Spinning quickly as Norris goes up. Shot block. Foul on the Thunderbolts. A little too much block in that block. Thunderbolts defense was there, but they were just a little too aggressive. And the foul on Brandon McGee is his first. So that'll be free throws upcoming for Ricky Norris. Senior out of Chicago. He struggled from the free throw line this year. Only 8 of 17 at this point. Adams State as a team, they don't shoot very well from the line, 65%. Free throw up, and you can see why. That ball came out spinning like a top. His form looked perfect right up until release. And then it self-destructed. Second toss. That time a little bit better rotation, and he got the free throw to hit that time. So 1 out of 2 for Norris. It's 16-11. Thunderwolves by 5. 10 minutes to go here in the first half. On the left side, Gilbert with it. Up top to Simmenthal. On to the right side. McGee down low to Anderson, who's back in the ballgame. Backs his way in. Takes a shot. Foul on Adams State. They gave Jason Anderson the bump. Who's the foul on? They're going to call the foul on Jawan Green coming over to help out. That's foul number 2 on Jawan. Inbounds pass to Gilbert. Shot clock at 20 on the reset. They go underneath to Anderson. Lost it, regains it. Comes across court to Gilbert. Bad pass, but he somehow saves it. Thunderbolts now in trouble. They get it to Anderson in the paint. He's got to take a shot. Tries to dish off, and he... Instead of taking the little 5-foot turnaround hook, he tried to feed it off to Simmenthal. Sometimes guys forget they're 6'8". And Matt Hammer going to tell him right now, hey, when you're 5 foot from the basket, dude, lay it in. Here's Green bringing it across the timeline for the Grizzlies. They set a double screen out top. Green doesn't use it. Now goes left side to O'Brien. He works around the screen, cut off there, hands it off to Norris. Moves in, 15-footer on the way off the mark. And the rebound for the Thunderwolves to Bonifert. Outlet pass to Simmental. Simmental gives it off to Gilbert. On the left side now to McGee. McGee dribbles out of a trap. Down the lane he goes, scoops it up, and he was fouled. He got in, and Norris had no recourse but the foul, but they're going to say it's a reach instead, a reach by Crane on the flyby. Or no, not on Crane. They're going to say on 13, not 11. Fouls on Appia. So at the free throw line for the Thunderwolves, Brandon McGee, 72% on the year. Was 13 of 18, make it 14 out of 19 with that first hit. Good little stint there off the bench for Bonifert. He comes out now for the Thunderwolves. Second free throw up, short, but gets the shooter's bounce that time. So McGee with 4. It's 18-11, biggest lead of the game for the Thunderwolves here as we're under 9 to go here in the first half. Long three-pointer jacked up by O'Brien, no good. And the rebound underneath for the Thunderwolves. Back they come. Mark Seil into the game now for the Pack. He's long and lanky. Space eater for the Pack. Here is Gilbert onto the right side. Driving the baseline. McGee cut off, dribbles it off his foot, regains it, gets rid of it to Gilbert. He drives in, cut off, comes outside. They try to swing it. Down the lane, it opens up beautifully for McGee, and he lays it in. He has 6. 20-11, Thunderwolves by 9. McGee taken out of the starting lineup tonight, but he's giving them a spark off the bench. Here is Green on the left wing. Up top to Norris. He moves in. Goes all the way in. Missed the left-hand hook as Seil had something to do with that one. Back the other way, McGee feeds it off to Oldham. Lost it. And chased down in the corner. Oldham gets it back to Seil down the lane. Ball stripped, foul. Reach-in foul on Ricky Norris. Timeout on the court. Thunderwolves on top, 20-11, 7:57 to go first half. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Alamosa. Up here in our above-ground bunker. Used to call it the incubator, but they took out the big glass here in the middle to allow for an extra shot for the live stream. They must go with 2 or 3 camera setup. I know 2 at least. Maybe there's another one down there. What do we got? 2 or 3 cameras? Just 2? For the live, just 2. Okay, all right. Gilbert trouble on the inbounds. Trouble. Gets it into Seil. Back to Gilbert. Now out top to McGee. Shot clock's at 23. Here is McGee driving it all the way to the hoop. Fake, spins, goes up and banks it in. McGee is fearless. I'll give him that. He has 8. It's 22-11. Thunderwolves have doubled him up. Here's Jawan Green. Way outside. Dribbles to the left wing. Little stop and go move. Cut off. Shot blocked by Seil. Says, get that out of here. Back the other way. Simmental on the right wing. Holds things up there. Drives to the free throw line. Cut off. Fakes. Now comes outside to Gilbert. Now they'll reset. McGee. He drives around the screen. He's cut off. Keeps the dribble alive, though. That's what he does. Here's Oldham on the left side to Simmental. They jump switch on him. Simmental now way out top. Goes crossover. Spins in the paint. Fakes. Goes up. Fade away. Left it short. And rebound. McGee lost it on the baseline. And Sanchez checks back in the ball game. And now good stint there by Mark Seil for the Thunderwolves. He came in when Anderson was having problems. Got a couple of rebounds, a couple of one block shot, another influence. That's what they need from the big fella. Here's a feed into the paint. O'Brien, no look pass to Norris. Good enough foul. It'll count. Oh, what a pass by Rylan O'Brien. And Norris laid it in, and he'll have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. That was gorgeous. Norris to the free throw line. As I mentioned, he struggled this year from the line. He's 1 of 2 tonight. Make it 2 of 3 as he hits that one, completes the three-point play. It's 22-14. Thunderwolves by 8. Here's Gilbert on the wing. Works around a screen. They jump switch on him. They're always hedging out there, making it tough on the Thunderwolves. And Simmenthal has it. Quick double team, but he gets out of that. Now up top to Oldham. Oldham's been quiet so far in the game. Right side to McGee. McGee's been a force off the bench. He has 8. It's about his time right now with 6 on the shot clock. Steps back, fadeaway jumper off the back iron, no good. And the rebound to Arsenault. Arsenault fires it ahead to Norris. He's too far underneath the basket. Spins, goes up anyway, and banks it in. Ricky Norris, speaking of being fearless, forces the timeout by the Thunderwolves. 5 in a row by the Grizzlies. Have got him back within 6. Timeout on the court on Fox Sports Pueblo. Taking care of a few house cleaning chores up here. In communication with Dax Larson back in Pueblo, mission control. Got a few people check in here tonight. Nice to hear from Lauren Hine. I don't know if Lauren still listened to the men's game. She was listening to the women's game, former Thunderwolves star. Now up at Regis working on her master's. Kendall Babler checked in earlier. Free throw up and good by Norris. Makes it 26-19. If you're out there and you want to check in, check in. I'll give you a shout out. (26-20). Thunderwolves lead it by 6. Oldham onto the left side. Moving in with it is Bowles. Now to Simmenthal. To McGee. McGee up top to Simmenthal. Now to Oldham at the high post. Turns, won't fire. Goes to the baseline to McGee. McGee now probing, goes into the paint. Spins, fakes, goes up and missed it. Tap try no good by Sanchez. Ball saved and knocked out of bounds by Sanchez. No, well, you know, Daddy Longlegs, Mr. Melson, one of our referees here tonight, signaled Thunderwolves ball to start with, and the whole Adams State bench about came unglued at the same time, and he said, yeah, you know, I'm sorry, I pointed the wrong way. Adams State with the ball. Walczyk, nice dish to the baseline. Ball knocked away. Oh, foul called on Sanchez. And that's foul number 2 on Bryce. So that will send Kalen Crane to the free throw line, junior out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Gets there more often than any other Grizzly this year, 23 of 30 on the year. It's kind of a funky style, but he flips it in there. His first point of the game. He comes into the night averaging 19 and a half a game. So the Thunderwolves have had him under control so far. Second toss off the back iron, no good. Lane violation on the Thunderwolves. So that'll give Crane one more try here. And he missed another one, so 1 out of 3. Officially 1 out of 2. The one that missed before with the lane violation doesn't count. Ball on the left side. Here's Bowles with it. Onto the right side to McGee. High post to Bowles. Turns, fakes, gets rid of it. Outside to McGee. McGee moves in. He goes all the way in. Doesn't take the shot. Goes to Simmenthal. He drives baseline. He's in. Lays it in. Simmenthal fearless to the rack. 28-21. Ball on the right side. O'Brien does it up top. Whistle, foul on the Thunderwolves. It counts. 3-point bucket. Trying to fight through the screen with the Thunderwolves. 3-point bucket counts. And the foul, I think, is, well, it's going to be on the freshman. On Jaden Bowles fighting over the top of the screen. Now, the officials are going to go to the video replay, I think, here. I believe. I don't think a timeout has been called. Looks like they're going to go over and they want to look to make sure that it was a 3. There was a screen set at the top of the key. Bulls attempted to fight through it, committed the foul. The ball went in. Now they just want to make sure that his foot wasn't on the line here. They instantly signaled 3. I thought it was a 3, just the way naked eye looking at it up here. But they want to verify that is the case here. We'll be in Durango tomorrow night. Fort Lewis, the opponent. Same times tomorrow, 5:15 with the pregame show, 5:30 for the women, 7:30 for the men. Always tough trip going into Durango. Women have kind of had their way the past few years down there. Been a different story for the men. Pulled off a win once in a while down there, but it's tough. And it looks like Fort Lewis is reloaded again. I think they might have one loss on the year. I have to find my chart here. They're either 6-0 or 5-1. So it's been a good start for them. They haven't played the exact same schedule the Thunderwolves have played. They never do. They always kind of slow play it into the year. Now the officials having another conference out here. I remember in the women's game earlier tonight, we had about a 10-minute conference when they were trying to determine if it was a 2-point shot. Now they go over to talk to each coach to explain to them what happened here. I think it's a 3-point bucket and then 2 free throws probably. So it could be a 5-point play opportunity here for Adams State. Well, now they've taken the bucket off. They've taken the bucket off. So the 3-point basket evidently does not count, and it'll be 2 free throws for Walczyk. So take away the bucket. Second free throw good. So not as damaging to the Thunderwolves as it could have been there. Thought we were going to have a 4 or 5-point play opportunity there, but they wipe out the 3. And they get 2 free throws is all. So it's 28-23, Thunderwolves by 5. Ball on the left wing, Gilbert with it. Now goes to Simmental onto the right side. 3 ball on the way by McGee, missed it. Rebound underneath Sanchez had, but give the credit to McGee. He poked the ball loose right into Sanchez's hands, and he has 8. 30-23, Walczyk in the lane, lost it, but he's able to chase it down himself outside. Hands it off. Now to Arsenault. On the right side, Crane, fadeaway shot, no good. Rebound to Sanchez. It's almost like Crane had an itchy trigger finger there. You know, I'm a big scorer. I got to just get one up. And missed it, kind of forced it on the wing that time. Oldham goes cross court to Gilbert. Gilbert, now up top, they swing it to Simmental. Simmental dribbling way outside, backdoor feed, looking for McGee. Now back to Simmental, fakes the 3-pointer, drives into the paint, running right hand, scooper up and in. Simmental with 8. He has a variety of arm angles. If you're referring to like a pitcher or a quarterback, he can throw it up from anywhere. 9-point lead for the Pack now, their biggest of the night. Or no, I'm sorry, they led by 11 earlier, beg your pardon. Crane with it on the baseline. Nice dish underneath the Walczyk. Goes up and he banks it in. Walczyk has 8. It's 32-25. Thunderwolves by 7 here. Under a minute to go here in this first half. You want to finish this one off in style here. Here is McGee driving in the lane. Offensive foul. So a foul on McGee is his second, I do believe. Might have been a little flop that time, but he definitely initiated the contact. Walczyk, one of those annoying kind of guys that if he's on your team, you love him. If he's on the opposite team, he kind of drives you nuts. One of those guys. That makes sense? Here's the ball out top. That's a travel. Logan Longo. A little anxious that time. Longo, a senior out of Aurora's Grandview High School. Thunderwolves now about a 10-second differential on the shot and game clock. Shot clock is down to 20 right now. Actually, 11-second differential. Here's a move in. Pull-up jumper by McGee off the iron, no good. Rebound to O'Brien. O'Brien hands it off now to Arsenault. Arsenault out at the center circle here. Adams State down by 7, trying to get within 5, perhaps 4 here on this final trip of the first half. Arsenault just yo-yoing it outside. They're trying to set up something underneath. He drives into the free throw line. Cut off there. Down to 3 seconds ago. Gives it to O'Brien. He walked with it. Got away with it. Missed the three-pointer. Rebound to Simmental at the buzzer. Halftime from Plachy Hall. Thunderwolves, once led by 11, they'll settle for a 7-point lead at halftime. They lead at 32-25. Halftime show coming up next on Fox Sports Pueblo. All right, welcome back to Plachy Hall. Benny, I'm sorry. I'm in this incubator up here, and it's like everything is compressed into here. I'm just having trouble hearing what you're saying. So if it's something really important, text me, and then I'll read it and see what's going on there. But Benny Bash, our producer and engineer tonight, along with Tom Rose, formerly known as Tom T. Hall. I called him Tom Hall one time on the Riston show earlier this year. Benny's trying to get Tom where he's real comfortable running the board for basketball this year. It's kind of a in-service session tonight, I think. But I'm confident. I think things will work out all right. We had a little issue on the Riston show on Wednesday night, but that was nobody's fault. The on-air staff at AM1350 was, from what I was told, the internet service provider problem. Changed one of our settings, and that's the reason we couldn't get the Riston show on the air the other night. But that all worked out because we did it podcast fashion. We got it on there for everybody to be able to hear. And I'll be an interested spectator tomorrow as the South Colts will be battling for a state title at the Thunder Bowl, taking on Palmer Ridge. Also, okay, I got you, Benny. I see the closed circuit message there. So don't call for a quick timeout to start the half. Keep it here. I got it. And but I'll be watching those Mankato Mavericks taking on the Alliance of Commerce tomorrow on my computer as well. Also hope to squeeze a lunch out of my buddy Jeff Redfern, old class of 80 classmate from South that lives in the Durango area. Now, I told him I would buy lunch, but I'm hoping he'll buy it anyway. Because you know what? I'm the one making the trip over. Although I am on the dole. I'm on the Csu-Pueblo dole, but, you know, come on, Jeff. We'll see if he's listening or if anybody gives him a text. Say, hey, Brooks wants you to buy him lunch. I'll tell you what, I'll let you off easy. I'll take breakfast even, if you want to do it that way. We're underway here to start the second half. Adams State with the ball first. They move it left to right here in the second half as we look at it. High atop Plachy Hall. There's a three-pointer from the top of the key. Way short by Crane, the leading scorer for Adams State. Held to 1 point in the first half. He averages 19 points an outing. 19 and a half. And here's a foul out on the wing on one said Kalen Crane. It'll be Donovan Oldham to trigger it in for the Pack. Ball up top to Sanchez. Sanchez fakes a little jab step, goes down the lane. Physical move. Shot was blocked, though, by Crane, and he gets the rebound. He'll bring it out of there himself across the timeline. Ahead now to Green. Green moves in. Cut off nicely there by Simmental, though. Backdoor feed underneath. Faking, wheeling, going up, missing the layup. And the rebound to Simmental. Simmental brings it across the timeline. He races it right down the lane. Scoops it up and in. Simmental. He can finger roll. 34-25. Thunderwolves by 9. Here is Crane on the wing. Comes outside. Long three ball on the way. Way off the mark. And the rebound to Sanchez. Brings it across the timeline. Lobs it ahead to Anderson, and he was fouled. He was held. He went up to jump up to grab the ball, and Appia had him around the waist, and the ball went out of bounds, but obvious holding call. That's interference. In a college game, that's only 15 yards. Oh, wait, wrong sport. So it'll be Thunderbolts ball underneath the hoop. It prevented 2 points, though. So Thunderbolts are triggered in on the baseline. They get it in to Sanchez on the left wing. Hands it off now to Gilbert. Gilbert cut off there by O'Brien. Now to Simmental. Simmental hands it off to Gilbert. Long range bomb. Missed it, an air ball. I was really excited about that one. Then he caught all air. Ball left side, O'Brien for 3. And he missed it. Rebound to Simmental. He'll bring it out of there for the Thunderbolts across the timeline. Dribbles to the top of the key. Goes right side to Gilbert. Gilbert lobbing it down low to Anderson. He's in. Goes up and missed the layup. Oh, my gosh. Rebound to Norris. Oh, I got to take a deep breath after that one. Oh, should have been a foul on Norris. He put an elbow right into the chops of Simmental, and they say it's out of bounds off of Simmental. You know, to Simmental's credit, he never reached up, never complained. And that looked like a pretty good shot to the teeth. Here's Norris on the baseline. They clear it out for him. He spins on Sile. Sile cut him off, though. Sile's into the game after Anderson missed that layup. Ball out on the wing. Norris wide open. 3 ball on the way. Got it. They left him wide open, and Sile backed off him, and Norris has been the lone player really keeping Adams State in the ball game. He has 15. It's 34-28. So Thunderbolts had the chance to get that lead into double figures, and they give up 3 on the other end. Here's Gilbert up top. Simmental's wide open. He'll launch from downtown. It's good. Simmental has 13. 37-28. That's a great answer for the Pack. Ball up top. Here's Norris. He'll try again. This time he missed it. Gilbert skies for the rebound for the Thunderbolts. He wheels and brings it across the timeline. Probing on the right wing. Moves in. Pulls up from 10. Got it. Tyson Gilbert. He has 5, and it's 39-28, and the Thunderbolts do get their double-figure lead. They lead at 39-28. That matches their biggest lead of the game. Earlier they led 22-11. There's a move-in offensive foul on Adams State. Foul called on Jawan Green on the charge. That's foul number 3 on Jawan. So Thunderbolts a chance to extend the lead now. On the left side, Gilbert hands it off to McGee. McGee, a big spark plug in that first half for the Thunderbolts. They back off him, daring him to shoot the 3. He won't take it. Oldham goes up top to Simmental. Simmental moves in, spins into the paint, wheels to the baseline, fakes, now comes outside to Oldham. Shot clock's at 5. Oldham hands it off to McGee. Running right-hander up and in. What a shot by Brandon McGee. Give the assist to Oldham, 41-28. Here's Crane on the baseline. He's cut off. Comes out top. They go left side to O'Brien. O'Brien works around the screen. Pulls up from the free throw line. Got it. Rylan O'Brien has 5. It's 41-30. That stops the run at 7 in a row by the Thunderwolves. 16 minutes to go. We'll get a timeout at our next whistle. Here's McGee on the left wing. Uses a screen by Sile. Now reels to the baseline. Cut off offensive foul. As Sile, when he went to roll to the basket, commits the illegal screen. 15:53 to go here in the second half. Thunderbolts lead at 41-30 on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Alamosa here on AM 1350 tonight. We also welcome our listeners listening here in Alamosa on KSPK. And special thanks to Paul Richards for getting us the gig and his son Jacob. You're helping us out here tonight, our engineer on scene. Ball kicked away by Sile. That'll be a kick violation. No harm, no foul there as the shot clock's at 21, so we just put the ball in on the side. All finals tonight on the women's side for the exception of one. For some reason, the UCCS Mesa game has not been posted to the site. We'll give you the finals here shortly. Walczyk on the baseline, backing down McGee. Wheels goes up with the left-hand hook, missed it. Sile with the rebound. Here come the Thunderwolves, and offensive foul on the Thunderwolves. Illegal screen again, set by Sile. It'd drive me nuts to be a big guy and try to play this game now. Ball up top to Green. Here's Crane. He'll launch a forced three-pointer, no good. Sanchez with the rebound. Gets the outlet pass to McGee. Thunderwolves need a good possession here. Here's Simmental. Moves in. Down the lane he goes. Scoop shot blocked by Crane at the summit. Back the other way comes O'Brien. Hands it off to Green. He drives right down the lane. Nice dish. Layup good. Norris has 17. See if that sparks the Grizzlies now. They get the block shot on one end and the breakout on the other. They're within 9 again. 41-32. Here's Gilbert. Up top to Simmental. Onto the right side to Sanchez. Fakes the three. He's tripped up. That should be traveling. Finally, the whistle blows. And Thunderwolves evidently got a timeout called. Yes. So, we'll get a bonus 30 in here. 41-32. Thunderwolves by 9 on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Alamosa, Plachy Hall, the site, here on the campus of Adams State University. Thunderwolves lead it by 9, 41-32. Mesa defeated UCCS tonight. We'll give you the winners here in the conference. Western State defeats Mines. Boy, that's kind of a surprise, isn't it? Metro over Regis. Of course, Thunderwolves winning here. Westminster over Black Hills State. Colorado Christian defeated Chadron State. South Dakota Mines at the buzzer beat Dixie State. That'll be one of the opponents for the Thunderwolves next week will be Dixie. So you're up to date on the women's side. Thunderwolves on the inbounds. They get it into Sanchez. Hands it off now to McGee, and McGee will go to work way outside. Shot clock's at 10, though. They don't have a lot of time to mess around here. They set a high screen for McGee. Dribbles to the right wing. Little stop and go move in the paint. Fakes, goes up, and missed it, but he drew the foul. Little head and shoulders fake that time by McGee. Got both the Grizzlies up, and he took the hit. Didn't get the bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. McGee's out of Oakland, California. 6'3" senior. The Thunderwolves get him for a year here. Grad transfer. It's the first free throw. He now has 11 in the game. Second toss, good. So McGee 4 for 4 from the stripe tonight. 43-32. Thunderwolves by 11. Ball top of the key. Quick fire three by Longo. Way off the mark. Thunderwolves would just welcome that every time down. Back the other way comes McGee. He's on the fly. Down the lane, takes it right at Walczyk and lays it in. McGee saw the mismatch and took it right down the lane and flipped it in there. 45-32. Thunderwolves' biggest lead of the night. Here's Crane on the left wing. The house is listless. There is no energy in the building right now. This place usually rocks. Here's a turnaround hook, no good by Norris. Sanchez has the rebound. Outlet pass ahead to Norris. Norris across the timeline. Right down the lane. Here is McGee into the corner. Gilbert for three. Missed it. Boy, that would have been a dagger. Back the other way comes Adams State. Here is Walczyk. Boy, I hope that's not the moment I look. I'm going to mark it down anyway because that could have been the three-pointer, could have given him a 16-point lead. Instead, it's Adams State a little bit on life support here. Here's Green, pulls up, 15-footer, missed it, and rebound to Simmental. So all's well right now for the Pack. Simmental on the fly across the timeline. Thunderwolves looking to push the base. Simmental pulls up for three. Off the iron, no good. Sanchez had the rebound, lost it, but it was knocked away out of bounds by Crane. That was a little bit of City League right there that time in Simmental. Just come down, play number one, pull up from the wing. Took me back in the memory bank about 30 years. The State Hospital. Just pull up and launch. Here's Sanchez on the wing. You don't want to wait to get yours. You get a chance to get yours, you get it. Here is Gilbert. Works around a screen. Up top, Oldham fakes. He drives into the paint. Cut off, goes outside. Simmental in rhythm this time and rattles it in. That's more like it. Simmental was 16. It's 48-32. Thunderwolves get their 16-point lead and they turn them over. As they went into the corner to Longo, and he ran out of real estate and stepped on the baseline. Right in front of the team manager for Adams State. He was not impressed. McGee brings it across the timeline. We're down to 12:45 to go here in the second half. Thunderwolves by 16. McGee dribbles around a screen, goes right side into the corner. Simmental fakes, drives baseline, cut off, now steps back, 15-footer swish. Simmental feeling it. The Cyclone has 18, 50-32. I've seen this act before. Here is a move in. Now down to the baseline, faking the reverse. They come outside. Three-pointer by Longo off the back iron. No good. They want to run. Sanchez with it. Feeds it ahead. Ball knocked away. Boy, he had Gilbert streaking ahead of the field. Ball on the left side. O'Brien pulls up. Three-pointer on the way. Missed it. Rebound to McGee. Boy, every chance Adam State. You feel like it could be a big moment if they can get a hit to turn momentum, and they just haven't been able to deliver here in the second half. We're under 12 to go now here in the second half. Thunderwolves lead it 50-32. Here's Simmental on the wing. No look pass in the lane, and that's got to be a foul. They're just rooting Gilbert out of the lane, and it will be a foul on the Grizzlies. Timeout on the court, 11:50 to go here in the second half. Thunderwolves with their biggest lead of the night. They lead at 50-32 on Fox Sports Pueblo. I guess that's my cue. 50-32. Thunderwolves by 18. They'll have the basketball here after the timeout. They reset the shot clock to 20. Now we have a whistle. We want to make sure everything's in order. Yep, we're ready to go. Thunderwolves trouble. And Oldham lost it and loses again, goes out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Adam State. Evidently by Arsenault. He doesn't quite buy it. I thought it might have went off Oldham last. Inbounds pass. Now to McGee. Shot clock's at 15. McGee starts a drive. Cut off. He's way outside, right in front of Matt Hammer. He's up top to Gilbert. Shot clock at 5. Gilbert's got to go to work now. Gilbert just yo-yoing it outside. Dribbles into the paint. Stops and pops. And he hit! Tyson Gilbert as the shot clock expires. 11 in a row by the Thunderwolves, and they lead at 52-32. Here is Arsenault on the baseline. Hands the ball off to Green. Free throw line to Crane. Finally hits a field goal. First field goal of the night for Kalen Crane. He averages 19.5 points a game. He only has 3 tonight. 52-34. Ball on the left wing. Jalen Bowles with it. Now gives it off to Gilbert. Into the corner. To McGee. Cross-court feed of beauty to Bowles, and he missed the banker. Oh, tapped up by Sanchez. Gets his own rebound. Missed it. Bowles keeps it alive. Can't handle it. Back the other way come the Grizzlies. Back the other way. Green scoops it up. Missed it. Left it short. Rebound to McGee. 4-on-1 for the Thunderwolves. This got to be something special. Here's the layup. Good. Jaden Bowles gets his first bucket of the game, filling the lane. 54-34. Thunderwolves again by 20. Here's Arsenault. On to the right side. 3 ball on the way by Green. No good. Rebound in the paint to the Thunderwolves. Gilbert hands it off now to McGee. And McGee will go to work, bringing it across the timeline. Thunderwolves kind of spread it out a little bit now as we approach the halfway point here of the second half. Still plenty of time in this game, but here's a feed in the paint to Sanchez. He's fouled. Foul on Longo. And that's already the 6th team foul now on Adam State. They can't really be ultra aggressive because the foul situation won't allow them to be here. So everything trending the Thunderwolves' way here in the second half. Inbounds pass comes in to McGee. Into the corner to Gilbert. Gilbert might have traveled, got away with it there in the corner. Shot clock's at 15. We're under 10 to go here. Free throw line. Oldham. Donovan hands it off now outside to McGee. McGee starts a move in. On the wing. And there's the, you got to call palming once a game on each team. They call it here on McGee for carrying it. Matt Hammer says, settle down, young fella. On a technical foul now. Double technical on the Thunderwolves. It's going to be on McGee and on Arsenault. Well, you can see our officials, this one official was just watching them. And they didn't put the referees' names on our score sheet here tonight, so I don't know who they are, except for Melson. I don't know who the other 2 guys are. They're rookies as far as the RMAT goes. I don't remember ever seeing them. But they remain anonymous. Here's Green bringing it across the timeline. So double technical results in nothing. Each player just gets a foul whistled against them. Here's a drive of the baseline by Crane. He missed the layup and the rebound to Oldham. Gets the outlet pass to Gilbert. And Gilbert will bring it across the timeline. Donovan with it out top, comes left side. To Bowles, onto the right side. Here's the three-pointer by Bowles, he missed it. Oldham chases down the rebound on the baseline. Goes underneath the hoop, reverse up and in. Donovan Oldham makes it 56-34. Back the other way, Green down the lane. He's fouled, a reach-in foul, I think, on Tyson Gilbert here. Boy, this place is listless. But when you're down on your home court by 22, even the DJ over in the corner is just kind of just sitting around. He's wiping his forehead saying, man, I got to get to the party. They won't tell me to turn it down there. Here's the ball at the top of the key. Norris with it. They work the ball around the perimeter. Braden Hancock into the game now for Adams State. Ball on the right side to Vixen, who's also in there. They're going to the bench, and they lose it out of bounds. Turnover to the Thunderwolves. I'm going to have to ask Donovan Oldham. He just looks leaner this year. Ball on the left side. Here's Gilbert. Gilbert works around a screen set by Oldham. Now a screen by Sanchez. Fakes the three-pointer. Oh, right down the lane. Stuffs it home with two hands. Oh, the beautiful flush that time by Sanchez. He has 10. 58-34. Foul on the Thunderwolves here in the forecourt. Got another foul on Gilbert. Starting to mount up on Tyson. That's his fourth. I tell you what they're doing. They're even up the team foul count right now. A couple of touch fouls here on Gilbert. He's a little big smile on his face as he goes to the bench, but that's what they're doing. The foul count was 7-2 just moments ago. Now it's 7-5. Here's Vixen to trigger it in for the Grizzlies. Vixen, he looks like a freshman. He has that Antioch, California. Feed it in the paint. Now they come outside to Hancock. Now into the corner to Vixen to Hancock. Up top to Green. Onto the left wing to Appia. Outside, all ball almost stolen. Now into the hands of Green. Little crossover move into the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Hancock. Way short. And the rebound belongs to the Thunderwolves as Boniford has it. Gets the outlet pass to Simmental. Simmental gives it to Boniford. Now on the left side to Oldham. Oldham right side. Simmental for three. Short. And the rebound goes out of bounds next to the Thunderwolves bench. And we're under 8 to go here, so that means timeout. 7:47 to go here in the second half. Thunderwolves on their biggest lead of the night. They lead at 58-34 on Fox Sports Pueblo. 58-34. Oh, man, I wanted a little more music there, thinking my tractor was sexy. They've got some machinery down here in the San Luis Valley. I can tell you about it. I remember Joe Serby and I coming through for football a couple years back. They had that potato digger. That was awesome. Here's the ball on the left side, but we're easily impressed. Ball on the wing. They hand it off. And that's got to be some kind of cheating here on the Thunderwolves. And the foul will be called on Bendiga's Bonifort. He's out of Hungary. I got to ask him how you pronounce that town. I want to say Zaged. There's a jumper on the wing, no good. Sanchez with the rebound. Sanchez out of Fort Lauderdale. Man, this guy is just, he is physical. Ball on the left wing. Into the corner to Simmental. Work the ball around the perimeter. Now to Bowles. Down low to Sanchez. He's going to go to work. Backs his way in. Puts his shoulder in there. Goes up. Missed it. Had his own rebound. Lost it. Boy, I sang him the praises there, and he left that layup short. Hancock back the other way. Feeds it ahead to Green into the paint. Runner up and in. Nice move there by Jawan Green. That is his first bucket of the game. 58-36. Thunderwolves had been on a 17-2 run before that bucket went in. Here's Oldham on to the left side. Now top to Sanchez, right side to Bowles. Bowles, he'll start a drive in from the right, scoops it up and in. That was a beautiful move there by the young freshman. Bowles has 4. It's been an off night for him, not one for him to remember, but that was a beautiful move there. That just shows you what this guy has got, that it factor. On the left side, here's Green driving a hoop, just throws it up off the glass, no good. Rebound comes outside to Adams State. Ball into the corner. This is Vixen with it. He drives in on Simmenthal, throws an elbow in his gut, got some separation, and flipped it home. Vixen's first bucket of the game. 60-38. Here's Bowles way outside. He's hounded, but he draws the foul. That was no contest. There's Braden Hancock who's going to try to stay with him, but this just in, he's not going to be able to do that very often. Arsenault back in the game, and I think Russ Caton realized that right away and gets, oh, nope, he's going to leave Hancock in the game. He's going to take Juwan Green out as he brings Arsenault back in. So at the free throw line, the freshman, Jaden Bowles, only 9 of 16 from the line this year. Free throw good. I can see why his free throws come out without much rotation on it. That one had better rotation, and it was right through there. So he hits 2. He has 6, all of them here in the second half. 62-38, quickly back. Oh, man, that might be an intentional foul on the Thunderbolts. That was a big-time shot by Sile, and he hammered the player for Adams State going to the hoop, and he hit the back of his head on the court. That was a hard foul. Logan Longo is up. But, boy, you can see the concern right away there. They might look at this one. This one might be a flagrant. They might want to go to the video on this one. I think Sile put a little too much into that one. And he's probably going to get called for a flagrant foul. And they're going to go to the video review here. And they're going to take a look at it with 5:41 to go here in the second half. Thunderbolts lead at 62-38. I was surprised they didn't call it flagrant right off the bat. But they are going to go to the video review and look at it. But I think that's definitely what's going to happen here. It's going to be a flagrant foul called after the video review. So it should be free throws for Adams State and the basketball here. Matt Hammer brings his club over along the sideline, talking to him. Same for Russ Caton. Well, you've got 2 pretty good former basketball players in their own right. And Russ Caton, man, he's a legend down here. And, of course, Matt Hammer at Northern State, inducted into the Hall of Fame while he was up there. So that tells you how good a player he was in his heyday. And I think he's excited to be here. He's the kind of guy that's he's young enough. He wants to grow. He's been at that JUCO level for a while. And now, well, tell you what, we'll continue the conversation. We're going to get a timeout on the court. So 5. You know what? We'll keep it right here. We don't need one right here. We're going to keep it right here. We'll just continue our conversation. But I'll tell you about Matt Hammer. He knows what his club needs. He's a little deficient right now in size and length down on the baseline. Now, Jason Anderson's back. Jason's a little disappointing tonight in his play. Has been the scapegoat a little bit, taken out of the ball game. Now, Jason's the kind of guy that he doesn't have very long memory. He'll come back and might have a brilliant night the next night. But he's got to get more consistent play out of Jason if the Thunderbolts want to get where they want to get. Sile is the kind of guy who comes in and he just gives them some muscle inside. He had a little too much muscle on that last play, though. As he, although as they call, I don't think they called it a flagrant. Are they? Yeah, now they are. Now they're getting everybody out of the lane. So it'll be 2 free throws plus the ball for Adams State. So a flagrant foul on Sile. I don't think there was any malice in it. It was just a big guy hitting a little guy with a little too much force. Free throw up and good. Longo's first point of the game. Senior out of Grandview High School in Aurora, Colorado. Hits the second. So that makes it 62-40. And now Adams State with the ball. Inbounds pass, and ball was kicked. And it was a good kick by Donovan Oldham because it saved an easy bucket because they had the inbounds pass to Appy. As it turned out, he was going to get the easy bucket anyway, so the kick violation did the Thunderwolves a favor there. The question is where the shot clock should be here. So it's at 25. Inbounds pass. Good defense by the Thunderwolves. They barely get it in. Arsenault with it. Way out top. Goes left side into the corner. Here's a drive of the baseline. Now out top. Vixen goes right side. Faking. Moving in. Is Longo. Missed it. Tap dry up and in. And is a stuff. Not great style points on the dunk, but it rattled in there by Appia. It's his first bucket of the game. 62-42. Here is Bonifert left side. Three-pointer good. Good second half here for Jaden Bowles. He has 9 points in the second half. Can't keep the young freshman down for long. 65-42. Ball on the left side. Here's Vixen. He drives the hoop, dips his shoulder in, and gets it up over Oldham and hits. Vixen has 4, all of them here in the last couple of minutes. Here is Gilbert on the wing. Goes up top. Now to Bonifert. Inside to Sile. Goes up, ball stripped, and he drew the foul. Now the adventure begins. Mark Sile at the free throw line. He's not the greatest form. He's a big guy. He'll step up there. And kind of comes out of there a little wicked, huh? There's not a lot of commitment to that stroke. It kind of reminds me of Charles Barkley swinging a golf club. Oh, there it goes. But he got it. All right. 66-40. Should I be really picking on? He's one of our guys. Oh, well, Mark, that's all right. I love you, buddy. Ball on top, 66-44. He's probably wondering, what would it be like if you hated me? Ball out top, driving in. Pull up, right hand, hook, shot up, no. And the rebound to Sanchez. Off the miss by Appia. Ahead to Gilbert. Gilbert streaks down the lane. Little running right hand flip, doesn't get the roll. And the rebound to Arsenault. Back the other way come the Grizzlies. Feet ahead into the corner. Wide open 3-ball on the way. It's good. By Appia. Appia has 5, and it's 66-47. I guarantee you right now, Matt Hammer is not super comfortable over on that sideline. His team's well in front here, but you'd like to see the Thunderwolves finish it off a little bit better than they are right now. Here's a drive to the hoop, layup good. Jaden Bowles has 11. On what looked to be a disastrous night for the young freshman, he's come back with 11 points here in the second half. Here's a drive to the hoop up and in for Adams State. Makes it 68-49. Thunderwolves by 19. 3:25 to go. And there's a foul away from the ball. Illegal screen set by Donovan Oldham. Timeout on the court. 3:24 to go here in the second half. Thunderwolves lead at 68-49 on Fox Sports Pueblo. 68-49, Thunderwolves by 19, 3:24 to go here in the second half. Up here in the incubator, here at Adams State. Got my Adams State posse with me up here, 3 guys. I don't know them, but we're having fun. I didn't like the guy that set up the camera earlier. I don't like him. The guy with the suit, I don't like that guy. But I like you guys. You guys are good. And it'll be Thunderwolves on defense here. Vixen gets the ball in to Arsenault on the left side. Up top to Vixen. He backs his way in, goes outside. This is Hancock. Drives into the paint. Left hand scooper up, no good. And Oldham with a rebound for the Thunderwolves. 3:10 to go. Packed by 19. Here's Gilbert. Gilbert way outside with it. Goes on the left side to Simmental. Oh, and well, we sang the praises of the freshman here in the second half, but that one just got away from him. Right through the wickets and goes out of bounds. So a turnover to the Grizzlies. Under 3 minutes to go now. Stay with us for our post-game show. We'll talk to Matt Hammer. And right now, looks like we're going to go with the old Cyclone. David Simmental as our star of the game. Here's a pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Nice shot there by Vixen. Vixen with 6 points here late in the game. Trying to impress head coach Russ Caton. Get some more minutes at valuable time. That's a traveling call on Oldham. And Oldham's going to get the hook after that one. Matt Hammer not too pleased with that little one-on-one move there by Oldham. And he just kind of looks down at the court, kicks it with his big size, I guess about a 13 or 14. Ball on the right side. 3-point jumper up and in by Logan Alongo. And it's 68-54. I'm telling you, Matt Hammer not pleased right now. The way things are going. Jump ball is the call. Alternating possession. It'll stay with the Thunderwolves. He might call timeout here. Yep, he is. 2:02 to go. Thunderwolves not quite ready to celebrate here yet. I can guarantee you, Matt Hammer isn't. Timeout on the court. It's a full timeout on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Alamosa. Thunderwolves with the ball. 15 on the shot clock here, up by 14. 1:50 to go in the game. Gilbert on the wing. They trap him. He dribbles out of it. Gets it to Simmental. Simmental moves in, into the corner. Wide open. Bulls for three. Left it short. Rebound in the corner to the Grizzlies. Back the other way comes Vixen. They push the pace. Get it up on the wing. Now outside. Long three ball away by Hancock. It's an air ball, and the rebound to Gilbert underneath the basket. Air ball might have been a little too strong. Just grazed the bottom side of the rim. Sanchez trapped. Big and physical. Gets rid of it to Simmental. He dribbles out of the trap. Moves in into the corner to Gilbert. Gilbert dribbles out of the corner. Shot clock down to 14. 1:15 to go in the game here. Now Gilbert clearing traffic. He wants to go one-on-one here. Driving a kick here, I'd imagine. Lost it. Goes up. Scoops it up and in. Tyson Gilbert has 9. A couple of circus shots here in the second half. 70-54. Thunderwolves by 16. Under a minute to go. Quick fire three on the way. No good. Rebound comes outside to Apia. Onto the right wing. Now to Vixen. Drives the baseline. Pulls up from 10 and hits. Vixen with 8. And it's 70-56. Gilbert gets it across the timeline. A little token half-court pressure. Here is balls in underneath, and he lays it in. Assist to Simmental. Oh, that could be a great combination for the Thunderwolves for the next 3 years. 72-56. Here's a try to goaltending on Sanchez, showing how high he can get up in the air. Tell you, as we get into the conference season, I think the folks at home are going to come out to Massari Arena. You're going to kind of marvel at Sanchez, the things he can do for such a big body. Here's Simmental. Dribbles through a trap, gets rid of it. Now Sanchez with it, goes backdoor to Bowles. Won't take the shot, dribbles out of trouble. Here's Simmental, moves in. Little 10-footer on the way. In and out, no good. Rebound to Adams State. Under 10 to go here. Here's Longo, gets it ahead now to Arsenault underneath, faking, going up. Shot blocked by Sanchez, but the rebound into the hands of Apia, and he lays it in at the buzzer, finalizing the score at 72-60. Stay with us for our post-game show. It comes your way next. Thunderwolves win it 72-60 on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back as we're trying to get David Simmental directions to get up here into the booth. So he'll be up here shortly. I think he's figured it. There he goes. He's figuring it out right now. So we'll go ahead and stall a little bit while we wait for David to come on in. Get him. Get to see a little radio work in action here. Come on in, David. Come on in, buddy. Slip those on. All right, let's get you all situated there. Give me a little 1-2 for you.
1-2.
There you go. You hear me?
Yep.
All right, that's great. David Simmental, our star of the game here, the pride of Pueblo West, the former Cyclone. I guess you're always a Cyclone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just at a new place here. But the last couple of games, kind of a coming out party for you. You're really starting to feel comfortable out there.
Just getting used to the system, getting used to Coach Hammer, and just getting adapted to my role.
Let's go ahead and get this down here a little closer. But talk about the ball game here tonight. A little back and forth early on in the game. Then you got that nice little run to get ahead. They came right back at you, but you guys seem to answer every run they made at you tonight.
Yeah, second half we really turned it up, and coming off 4 road losses, we really wanted to get this win. So we were really urgent about getting that W. So we really turned it up on the second half on the little stuff, and it really helped.
Well, you had kind of a dream start to the season. That great victory you had at Masari Arena on both nights, getting those victories. The second night had come from behind. Then reality set in. Went out on the road to get some tough opponents.
Yes, sir. There's some good teams, and it got us ready, though. So we learned a lot about ourselves, and we're making some adjustments. So it just helped us.
Well, it seems like the lineup tonight, you guys seem to function pretty well with kind of a smaller lineup out there. Did you feel like a little quicker in getting the trapping defense going?
Yeah, we can really get up and down when we go a little bit smaller. We just have to make sure and box out, make sure to rebound, because then we can push it. But it is very effective.
Well, in the modern game, everybody likes to jack up the three, but it seems like you guys, all of your guards, have the ability to get inside. Are not afraid of getting dirty, I guess, inside, getting knocked around a little bit.
Well, the coaches do a great job of working with this skill development every day, so they're really working on just expanding our game so we're not just one-dimensional.
Then, of course, when it comes down to it, you still like to hit that three, and it really is able to. You get inside, sometimes it makes the outside game come to you, doesn't it?
For sure, it just keep the defense honest and just keeping them not for sure what you're going to do, so it just helps with your game.
Well, I got a little hint for you. It's going to be a little tougher tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Going to Fort Lewis, you know that. You're probably a student of the ball game, and what do you expect from the Skyhawks tomorrow?
We're going to do some scouting tonight, and then we got to come to compete, though. They're going to be a good team, and we got to make sure and do the little things, box out and play hard, and just all the little stuff.
Oh, there he is, Pueblo. Say hello to everybody. Pueblo Cyclone. David Simmental, thank you, buddy. We'll go ahead and get Coach Hammer in there right now. Thank you very much. Come on in, Coach. We turn this down real quick so we don't get all the muffling noise while you're putting on the old headset on there, but welcome to the post-game show. Got to be pleased with your ball club's effort tonight, answering every run, I thought, in this ball game tonight.
Yeah, they did. We didn't play a pretty first half. I think we went in up 7. It felt like we should have probably been up 17, but it just comes down to not making those impulse passes. Just you think the guy's open, so I'm still going to throw it, and it doesn't get through. 9 turnovers at halftime. We finished the game with 15, only having 6 in the second half, which is better. But like we told them after the game, a road win in conference, if it's ugly, if it's pretty, it don't matter, we'll take it. But we got to learn from it.
Yeah, they're hard to come by. You win all your home games and you win half your road games, that's a great year. So any road game you get, you just got to be pleased.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's not the easiest trip. The guys, they got to sit on the bus for a couple hours and come over and do all that. But, they really the big thing here tonight was, Coach Glover did a great job on the scout. About the only way they scored is when we let them do what they want to do. And, I think Coach Glover and the rest of the staff had them prepared really well, and we kind of knew what to expect. And the guys executed. The biggest thing I love seeing, looking at the box scores, I'll rebound them 40 to 27. That if we can get that on a continuous level every night, we might be okay.
Well, I was talking to David about it. I think the most impressive thing about your guards is not afraid to get dirty, to get inside, to make the outside game work later.
Yep. Majority of the teams, they'll send their point guard back or their shooting guard back, and they'll usually only crash 3. Very seldomly will a team send 4 to the offensive glass. So we tell those guards that, you got to check, see if your man's going or not, and then turn and go help. We call it gang rebounding. All 5 of you got to get in there. You got to stick your nose in there and get a little dirty.
Well, when you're size disadvantaged, I guess you'd say everybody's got to rebound, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we haven't been doing the last couple of weeks. Now, we had a little size advantage on these guys tonight, I felt. But one of the best things about the whole game is not on the stat sheet, but I think we took 4 or 5 charges.
Right.
Brandon McGee, I don't know if he's taken one all year, and he took 2 in the first half. David, he's always going to take them, but it was good to see. It was a good team effort. The guys, you can kind of sense going in if they're ready or not, and they felt ready tonight.
Well, I thought the most impressive thing on the night was surviving a run. They'd make a little flurry at you guys, and you were able to answer every one of them, it seemed like.
Yeah, and they got different guys that can, make plays for them. They got a lot of guys that can put it on the floor. I think the one thing that we did really well was we took away their shooters. Number 5, 1 of 6 from 3, and number 10, 1 of 6 from 3. Those are by far their 2 best shooters, and our guys did a great job. Not just the guy guarding them, but the other guys, their man setting a screen and helping and showing and doing all that stuff. So it was a good team effort.
All right, tell everybody hello. There he is, the head coach. 1-0 on the RMAC.
We'll take it.
21 more to go, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, Matt Hammer, the head coach of the Thunderbolts, back with more of our postgame show right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Thank you.
All right. And welcome back to Plachy Hall. Thunderbolts win the ball game. Final score 72-60. Let's tell you how we got here tonight for the Thunderbolts. Back and forth a little bit early in the game. Adams actually had a lead early on at 8-4. Thunderbolts then went on a 6-0 run, took the lead at 10-8. The game was tied then at 10 apiece. Thunderbolts then was 6 in a row, led at 16-10, gave up a free throw, then another 6 in a row, opened up an 11-point lead at 22-11. But back came the Grizzlies. They scored 7 in a row, got it within 4 at 22-18. We're within 5 at 26-21. Thunderbolts then able to push the lead out to 9 at 32-23 before giving up a late bucket. So they went into the locker room leading by 7, 32-25. Adams got within 6 at 34-28 after a quick 3-point hit to start the second half. Then the Thunderbolts was 7 in a row, went up by 13. Adams came back again within 9, but then the Thunderbolts an 11-0 run to make it 52-32. Gave up a bucket, but then another 6 in a row, led by 24. And from that point on, pretty much the competitive phase of the ball game was over. Adams, late for a little bit late, but just to make the final score, reasonable at 72-60. But that flurry there where the Thunderbolts went up by 24, 58-34, pretty much put this game away. Take a look at the numbers from tonight's ball game. 5 players in double figures for the Thunderbolts, led by David Simmental, our star of the game. He had 18 points, 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 4 from downtown. Didn't make it to the free throw line, but it didn't matter. Jaden Bowles, the young freshman, it was a terrible first half for the poor guy. Just nothing went right. Picked up 3 fouls. I thought, man, he's going to mope. He's a young freshman. Comes back 13 points in the second half. 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown, hit his 2 free throws to finish with 13 points. Brandon McGee, I thought he was a big-time spark for this Thunderbolt ball club tonight. He came off the bench and really lifted him in the first half. He ends up with 12. Gilbert and Sanchez with 10 apiece. Oldham with 4, Anderson with 2, and Sile with 1. Thunderbolts 29 of 56 from the field. That's 52%. That's shooting the basketball, and it's 6 of 19 from downtown, 32%, 8 of 10 from the free throw line for 80%. For Adams State tonight, Norris leads the way with 17, the only Grizzly in double figures. Walchik had a great start to this game, but he was very quiet in the second half. He finished with 8. Vixen with 8. Appia with 7. And that's about all we're going to give you. 23 out of 63 from the field, only 37%. 4 of 22 from downtown, 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Thunderbolts out-rebounded 40-27. Sanchez with 13. Gilbert with 7 as a guard. That's great numbers for a guard rebounding the ball. Oldham with 5. For Adams State, Norris and Appia had 5 apiece. Thunderbolts with, well, this is when you got to wonder about the crew here. Only 8 assists credited to the Thunderbolts tonight on their 29 made baskets. Something's askew there. Gilbert with 4 to lead the way officially, in close quotes. Bonifert with 2. 4 assists tonight for Jawan Green. Thunderbolts with 15 turnovers. Adams State with 13. Thunderbolts had 2 blocks, 1 block shot for Adams State. Thunderbolts with 3 steals, 2 of those by Sanchez. Only 1 steal tonight for Adams State. Biggest lead tonight for the Thunderbolts was 24, I do believe, if I go back on about 4 different occasions, the last being at 66-42. Biggest lead tonight for Adams State was 8-4. We had exactly 1 lead change tonight. The game was tied on a couple of different occasions at 2 and again at 10. So only 1 lead change tonight. Thunderbolts win at 72-60. Back with the scoreboard right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to a noisy Plachy Hall as the DJ has finally been taking the reins off him. He can turn up the volume. He can pump it up. And that's what he's done here. in the post-game show. So we'll go ahead and do a little styling with him as well. Let's go to the scoreboard, shall we? Earlier tonight on women's play, Thunderwolves women winning earlier. I've got the recap posted on the Jim Brooks fan page on Facebook, as well as our 2 interviews earlier tonight with Tommy Johnson. And we had a surprise star of the game guest tonight. Of course, Janiah Davis, a big night with 22 points, but they sent up Harmony Pettis, and I'm glad they did. Got a chance to talk to the young transfer, had her career high tonight, 11 points. So that interview as well is posted on the Jim Brooks fan page, and we'll share those throughout the other social media platforms tomorrow. It'll be tough tonight on the bus. The internet wasn't working on the bus. I thought that was supposed to be working here. Paul Plinsky, if you're listening, I thought we were supposed to have wireless internet on the bus. Maybe they do and they just don't know it. They got to turn it on. We'll see about that. But let's look at the scoreboard, the rest of the scores, as I get off track there, didn't I? The one score not showing up on the website, on the RMAC website, was Mesa over UCCS. Here's a little tickle in my throat. I'm wearing out here. I'm running on fumes, folks. Other scores on the women's side, Western State defeated Mines. Fort Lewis over Highlands. We'll be at Fort Lewis tomorrow. Metro defeated Regis. Csu-Pueblo, of course, with the win over Adams State, 64-50. South Dakota Mines defeated Dixie State at the buzzer, 70-68. Westminster over Black Hills, 69-53, and Colorado Christian over Chadron State, 69-56. On the men's side of the house, we've got 5 finals in, including this one where the Thunderwolves won it, 72-60. Highlands over Fort Lewis tonight, 98-83. So Fort Lewis will be upset, and a wounded animal tomorrow in Durango. Mines defeats Western State. Regis over Metro at the buzzer, 66-65. What a game at the Aurora Event Center tonight. Dixie State over South Dakota Mines. Other games in action tonight: Chadron State in Colorado Christian, Westminster's at Black Hills State, Mesa's at UCCS, Adams State's. Well, I don't know why they got Adams State down here again. That's an error on the site. So maybe when we come back after this timeout, I'll load up the live stats on those ball games, and we'll get the scores for you there. We're going to take another timeout. We'll come back. We're going to wrap things up, put a bow on this one, tell you where we're going to be tomorrow. We've already given you a hint. It's in Durango. Right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. Okay, as promised, we have the other finals for you from the conference. Mines over Western Colorado tonight, 85-67. Game played in Golden. Mesa in Colorado Springs tonight defeated UCCS 75-72. My feelings aren't hurt. I don't really care who wins. I'm just glad one of them has to lose. Chadron State over Colorado Christian tonight, 79-60. So that's your scores. Nuggets dropped one tonight in the TC Garden to the Celtics. Avalanche in action tomorrow in the same venue. They take on the Bruins tomorrow evening as well. All right, that about wraps things up here at Adams State. Aaron Konitschke is the sports information guy. He's the sports information director. That's his title. Special thanks to him. Jacob Richards, son of Paul Richards from KSPK. We did the simulcast tonight, so we did the broadcast. They left us a little earlier. They didn't stick around for the interviews with our Thunderwolves star of the game, but that's okay. But hope they enjoyed the broadcast here tonight at Alamosa, and special thanks again to Paul Richards. The Associate Athletic Director in charge of media relations at Csu-Pueblo is Dax Larson. Dax, I'll send you a picture of the box score here shortly. Sean Pooley is his assistant. Paul Plinsky is the Athletic Director. Special thanks, of course, to our respective head coaches, Matt Hammer and Tommy Johnson as well. Tom Rose and Benny Bash have been our producer and engineers tonight of Thunderwolves basketball. We thank them for all their hard work tonight. We'll talk to one or both of them again tomorrow night, which reminds us, tomorrow night we will be in Durango for round 2 of the RMAC. Round 2 of 22 as the Thunderwolves take on Fort Lewis. 5:15 for the pregame show. The women tip at 5:30. The men scheduled for a 7:30 tip. My name is Jim Brooks, reminding you of the final scores here tonight. The women win it 64-50. The men pull off the doubleheader sweep, defeating Adams State 72-60. Until we talk to you again tomorrow night from Durango, Jim Brooks bidding you good night from Alamosa.